Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy.
It means a lot to him to stay and win it in Milwaukee, but he's on a super team. You got Drew Holiday, you got a closer in Middleton. He's the most dominant player that I've seen in a long time, and I got to give him his credit. But he has a closer. He has a closer. Same thing, just like Shaq had. Shaq was the most dominant, but he had a closer in Kobe. And you have Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the game. So don't make it seem like your team is just a whole bunch of D leaguers. You know, you have one D leaguer that's an all star now. So you have a super team. You might not have super names and guys that's selling tennis
Hold
shoes,
on.
but you have a super, but you
Hold
have a
on.
super team. Don't diminish your teammates.
What the hell, Jack? Jack. I was expecting Nick Wrong to say something that stupid. Why the hell would you compare Chris Middleton to the young Kobe Bryant? Giannis has no super team. He has a good team. This is what I was telling people in the chat the other night. Is that look, don't act like Giannis there are a bunch of bums out there, but they're a good team. But as far as a super team, no. So this is stupid. Dog, he does not have a super team. And everybody throwing shots at Kevin Durant. Durant wasn't on a super team. Do you guys know what a super team is? Let me break it down to you. The Golden State Warriors drafted players on their team. Their talent was homegrown. They gave up their bench that put them in position to be 73-9. If it wasn't for their bench, they would not have gotten that far in the playoffs. Their bench came alive at certain parts of the games and series to help them overcome what their starters were lacking. They just added Kevin Durant. That was it. Nobody wanted Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson made himself better. Steph Curry made himself better. These two guys are guys who people doubted, who they thought weren't going to have this good of a career. Draymond Green, a guy who y'all call a bum all the time, said he was trash, but now all of a sudden he makes it a super team. Get the fuck out of here, you dumbass fans. And Cappin Jack, or I'm gonna call you fake thug, no love, you get the slug. CB4 Gusto. Or we could call you the Chanel Muslim. That's your name. Chanel Muslim. Or the Muslim Chanel. Yeah, that's his name. The Muslim Chanel. That's your name. Dude, Chris Middleton is a second tier, if not a third tier player. Drew Holiday, besides a few shots he made in the third quarter, I think he made some down the stretch. Drew Holiday had a D plus playoffs. The finals, he was an F. Middleton, he was a C minus for the playoffs, but in the finals, he was a D. So we have to stop with this narrative of trying to make guys better than what they are. LeBrownies, that's all he does is create super teams. That team he had that won in the bubble was a super team. You had a team full of former All Stars, guys who were impactful to the teams they used to be on. And you know what all of them had in common? They beat LeBron. You see, the league is trying to make it seem like, oh no, Giannis, Giannis played on a super team and that. And the other people on the panel had to tell you, man, hold on, you is really tripping. You see, this is why guys like the Muslim Chanel directs the youth and people who really love basketball. Me, I watch ball. I know ball. I've known basketball since I was a kid. Basketball was my first love. So I laugh when people try to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's like, dude, basketball is not about having just athleticism and and it's not about that, and it's not about brute force. Basketball is a finesse sport. Yes, you could get physical, but it never was to the point where it was football. Now, people will say the Pistons in the 80s, as rough as the Pistons were on opponents, they were never, it never was football related. They weren't playing football out there. Excuse me. They were playing their game. They played their game. Bobby Portis, to me, had an A plus playoffs. Giannis, to me, had a B minus. But in the finals, he was an A. I still felt like Portis is knocking guys over and playing physical with guys really changed the series. PJ Tucker did his job. He took Devin Booker out the game. Devin Booker was Devin Booker. So that's what I'm saying, man. A super team though. Portis was balling. The reason they were so good or borderline great is because their bench. Portis came off the bench balling. Connaughton was hitting some shots. Drew Holiday hit some key shots down the stretch. And not only that, Giannis played with a messed up knee. Chanel. So before you go off and diss Giannis beat your king, or I like to say your queen. He actually did his job. He attacked more defensively. He was amazing. He was running the floor. He was rim protecting. The guy's a freak of nature for real. And see, this is the problem I have with it. Their team was good. I was telling the guys on the panel, I was saying, dog, like they have a good team. You guys are trying to make it like this his team is a bum. No. He has a good team. He's not the only one to score his buckets. Now, do I commend him? Yeah, it was great to commend him. But in my opinion, so this is terrible. Um what you need to do, Jack, you need to go smoke on a blunt or something, or drinks. I don't know what you need to do. But don't ever make that dumbass statement again. This was not a super team. So let me know, man, what you guys feel in the comment section. Personally, Giannis did not play for a super team. They were just a good team overall, put together, and that was great of them to do. But don't you ever in your goddamn life compare Chris Middleton to Kobe. Okay? So stop disrespecting the GOAT like that. Now, thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you like what you hear, you can donate to the page by cash apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and an HDII Thank you all for listening and supporting the page. We are out. Deezy.